Right, today I'm testing the XRV on the Torture Hill using the Fungineers X7 rails, but other than that everything is just stock XR battery. All right, let's go down the hill. Now this is the same hill I've been doing all my heat testing on. It is so steep that it's too dangerous to go down with an XR, while gradient tracking makes the downhill possible with a GT, but then that didn't have enough torque to make it back up. Motor got a little warmer, 43. No, the MOSFET's also not too cool. All right, I am ready. Give this a try. See how far it makes it. So first thing you'll notice, I had no problem whatsoever starting on the hill. GT, you have to baby it to get going here. I think I had to dig a little, make a little platform for it to start. Oh, look at that. That was a little weak. What was that? About. Alrighty. Okay, so that was an interesting little nosedive. Oh, it's a transition. I don't feel quite on here a crunch, but oh, it's definitely crunch. Okay, that means I'm not even able to get up the hill using the configuration that it came with. I did not do any hall sensor calibration, so it failed because of that. Huh. All right, so XRV did feel nice to ride in general, but hall sensor transition under high torque is not possible. So let's try to fix it. See if I can do it while on the road. There, you can watch me do this. I will connect to it with vest tool, and now I am going to disable the float or refloat package, and then let's go into FOC hall sensors. So first of all, I see that this is because it's 6.5 firmware. We have a range of transition, so 10, 15, let's say 1000 to 1500, or maybe let's do 1200 to 1800. All right, I'm gonna hit right. And now let's see the old hall table. So 73, 193, and so on. We see these old values, and we're going to go and say detect FOC hall sensors. I hit detect here. Oh, wait, and before we do that, let's just make a backup. All right, I think I already had a backup, but just in case. So back to motor config, detect hall sensors, detect, and OK. So now the motor is moving a little bit. It's passing by each magnet and measuring things. So, and now let's take a look. Oh, all right. Let's do it again. I didn't hit apply. So these are the values. And they actually look very different. Let's see. 63, 433. 73, 193. Yeah, that is not the same at all. It's not even close. So that would be a good explanation as to why these values are different. Now, it's not ideal to do it while the motor is already warm, but we'll just ignore that for now. So I'll do that again at home. But let's see if I can still make it up this hill now. Alrighty, I hope the wind is not making my voice too shitty. So I hope you guys can still hear me. And yeah, let's go. Alright, so this is a very high torque spot right here. And it looks like we got no problem. Oops, we slip. This is a tricky spot, and remember, I'm on a Vega tire, so worst possible tire for climbing a sandy hill. But hey, you're doing it. If you recall, the GT could not make it up this. No matter what I tried, I couldn't get up with a stock GT. And definitely wasn't because of a bad tire, I think. I forgot what tire it had, but definitely wasn't a slick. So yeah, temperature, both the controller and the motor got warm from this exercise. So that is interesting. The XRV controller does come with thermal paste, but I do find that it is a little bit, there is no good pressure against the lid. Also, the XR lid is pretty thin, but it's windy here, so my voice is probably super shitty recording. One day I need to invest in a good microphone. So also, in case my voice recording was botched on the way down, this is just a XR kit with the X7 rails. So this is just a XRV kit. Okay, now we're back. So definitely the Hall sensors totally eliminated all the low speed torque issues. So obviously the pre-configured motor config from Tony only gets you so far. How's the motor doing? 65, and we got quite a ways to go over here if you want to see. So we're not there yet, and I think once we hit about 75, it's going to be pretty shitty to ride. 70, we might make it if I just force it. But I also should say it's about 10 degrees cooler than when I did my other tests. So it's not exactly a fair comparison. Ideally, you always want to do this with the same outside air temperature. But look at this, I made it all the way up and I got a over temperature tilt back. Perfect, because I am at the top. So yeah, motor got up to 81.5 now, 82, still climbing. But hey, it made it up this giant hill that only the GTS and other VESC boards have been able to make up. So yeah, and this is without stator raid, without any tricks. So it's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. Uh, the temperature alerts are climbing here. That's kind of funny. Should probably change that. I don't need to go crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna need to take a little chill break here now until my motor cools down. But it made it up. So yeah, temperature right now is 70, which is 10 degrees less than what we did when we did all the other tests. All right, so where do we go from here? Obviously, this was not a perfectly matching test compared to all the other heat tests that I did. So I will need to repeat it to be able to compare it to the other boards. But obviously, we didn't expect that an XR would be able to keep up with the GTS and the other VESC boards. So I'm not sure if it's that important. I can tell you right now, it's going to overheat, so it's not going to make it up. But what's more interesting to me is to use this as a setup for the test of Tony's idea with the ATF, the automatic transmission fluid that he suggests to put into those motors. So here's my second XRV, and I did have to make the exact same changes to the Hall sensor detection. I had to recalibrate them basically in order to avoid the motor crunch and to give me the full torque at low speed and in that Hall sensor transition. So yeah, I'm going to take one of these two XRVs that I have and put ATF into the motor and then see how much benefit we get from it. But I'm going to end it here for now and post this first installment as is. All right, see you guys.